This is WCVB-TV, Channel 5, Boston.
From Fairway Sports World in Natick, our champions, Mike Morgan from Lynn and Tom Morgan from Revere, take on Steve Renaud from Southbridge and Harry Renaud from Dudley. You've got Candlepin Doubles. I'm Ed Harding, and welcome to Doubles. And don't let it ever be said that bowling is not a family sport. Don't let it ever be said that family activities are dead. Father and son are out here bowling. They have their blue shirts on. And brothers are out here bowling. They have their yellow shirts on. Isn't that nice and cozy? Isn't that great? And the good thing is my kids are in school. So I don't have to worry about it. Welcome to Doubles. If you win, you take home $500. If you don't win, you take home $300. We pay you for 3 consecutive marks. We pay you for 3 consecutive strikes. And I don't have to remind all 4 of our bowlers that I have yet to see 3 strikes in a row. I've been quiet for a couple of weeks now, but I'm not going to be quiet anymore. It's the Renauds. It's the Morgans. It's Candlepin Doubles.
Come on, right out of the gate. All right, guys, coming away, buddy. Just like we have been.
Notice how I'm being nice and saying it's not age before beauty when Harry gets up there first, right? Harry Renaud wearing the blue. Son Steve. His teammate and partner also wearing the blue. Tom Morgan wearing the yellow. Mike Morgan wearing the yellow. We are underway. It is the cumulative score at the end of 2 strings of bowling that decides who our champion is. I tell you what, a lot of action in the strike area, and yet 1 pin remains. Tom Morgan puts up a 10. Harry Renaud puts up a 10. We're underway. Second box, first string. Tom Morgan has an average of 126, a high single of 192, a high triple of 490. It's a possible spare lead. They should be able to drop that. Harry Renaud. An average of 127, a high single of 204, and a high triple of 475. Oh! Now that's the shot that Harry Renaud has. You see, he has some help available. Uses it. Doesn't get it. Second straight 10. Second straight 9. If we continue on this place, the Morgans will win this one by 20 pins. See, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I got it all fair straight. You can't fool me. Tell you what, we should see our first marks of the day. We won't see it on that one. Will we see it on this one? Harry Renaud makes good on his. Tom Morgan comes around and gets only one of the 2 that's standing. The rhythm has been broken by Harry Renaud. Marks in the 3rd box, first string. These guys will bowl to the 5th box and hand it over to their partners. This is the 4th box for Tom Morgan. And here's the fill. Bang! Not hard enough. Not hard enough when it came back. Morgan should mark here. Oh, come on. I put the pressure right in his shoulders and he doesn't deliver. Got it that time. Yes. 2 nice frames from Harry Renaud. 2 consecutive marks. 3 will pay him a $50 bonus. The Renauds lead by 7 pins through the boxes scored. Bang! Got them all. Phil's with 7. It's a tough lead. It's a 14-pin lead for the Renaults right now, but remember that Tom Morgan dropped the hammer in the 5th box, so he will hand over a couple of bonus balls to his brother. Pardon me, and Harry Renaud, after playing with a flurry in the middle, closes out with an 8 in the 5th box. So there we have it, a 14-pin lead through boxes scored. The Renaults and the Morgans taking us through Family Day on Candlepin Doubles. We'll be back to finish the first string in just a minute. Mike Morgan and Steve Renaud take us through the rest of the string. Remember, Brother Tom left in with a couple of bonus balls. There's the first. Mike Morgan is an average of 126, a high single of 188, and a high triple of 474. And he'll fill the strike with 7. Steve Renaud is an average of 127, a high single of 191, a high triple of 481. Nine and a 10 from the two fellas. 6th box, first string. 6-pin lead for the Renaults over the Morgans. The pins, when they were reset, misset, so he will reset alley number 3. Will Steve Renaud. That's what he's doing right now. Bowling in the 7th box of the first string. The cumulative score at the end of 2 strings will decide who our champion is today. Each man should be able to take care of this. Mike does. Steve does. That minus that you see in the scoring column is the score in reference to the champions. The champions of the Morgans, they're 6 pins down. Nice fill. The fill is 9. Should be able to mark again. Here's the fill for Steve. The fill is 10? No, it's 9. It's 9, and he's got a straight shot at it. Look at that. Identical fills. Got his, did Mr. Morgan. Got his, did Steve Renaud. 3 consecutive marks, pays $50. Nice tight match. Just about the way you figure it. There's a tough lead. Fill is 7 for Steve Renaud. The fill was 3 for Mike Morgan. Mike will not earn the bonus, and more importantly, will not earn the bonus ball. Steve Renaud will earn the bonus and earn the bonus ball. Mike Morgan goes out with a 9. You can see the Renault's 2 boxes scored have a 10-pin advantage. And Steve Renaud has a free ball in his hand and a chance to stretch it even further. Mike Morgan should be able to mark in this one. Steve's fill is 7. And I'll tell you what, he can mark again. Keep the consecutive mark streak alive. Mike Morgan marks. 10th box, 2nd string. No, Steve will not. 18-pin lead through boxes scored for the Renaults. Best that Steve could do is put up a 10 here in the 10th box, and he will not. He'll put up an 8. He finishes with a 132. Mike Morgan, the Morgans already have 116. Best they could do was 126, but that would close that gap considerably. Nice fill. Fill it's 9. So he pulls it to 125. Cut the deficit from 18 pins down to 7 pins down. Full swing of bowling left. The Morgans and the Renaud's. Great show. Hope to see you in a couple minutes with Candlepin Doubles. Seven pins separate the two teams, second string. Will the Morgans go on for yet another week, or will it be the Renauds who will be playing as our champion next week?
Run him down, buddy. Run him down.
Gone! You're watching Harry Renaud and Tom Morgan. Now you're watching Harry Renaud.
Big pins, buddy. Big pins. A lot of room.
There's a pin in front. Could create problems. It almost did, but in the end it did not, so Harry puts up a 10. So after Mike Morgan closed out the first string with a nice fill of 9 to cut the gap back to 7, brother Tom picks up and drops the hammer. We got a good start. Tighten it even that much more. Here's the first of the free balls, and there's a tough leaf. There's wood down he could use. Boy, I'll tell you, you folks have just seen a shot and a half. Use every piece of timber that's sitting there, and he did. Tom Morgan with so far the shot of the afternoon. What a great shot that was. 3-pin lead now for the Morgans. 2 of the boxes scored. So they've cut in 2 boxes an 18-pin deficit down to a 3-pin lead. All right, 3 consecutive marks. 2 of the 3 boxes have been the hammer. 3 consecutive marks for Tom Morgan. And importantly, he's filling with 10s.
Long way to go here.
So he's taken in 4 boxes, and the Morgans have taken an 18-pin deficit and turned it into a 14-pin lead. Harry Renaud's just like a boxer standing there. He's taking it, trying to dish it back. Oh! Harry came within inches of it. The 2, the 4, the 7, the 10. Oh, no! Great bid. He fails to strike with 9. Oh. Puts up a 9 up in the 4th box. One at a time. Tommy Morgan's breaking him down. Harry Renaud should be able to mark here. It does not. This is the 5th box of the 2nd string. And barring overtime and barring a playoff, this will be the last box that these gentlemen will bowl today. No! I'll tell you what, each man threw a ball that looked terrific. It turned out not to do the job that they wanted it to do. A 9 in the 5th box for Harry Renaud. A 9 in the 5th box for Tom Morgan. Steve Renaud and Mike Morgan to take us through the rest of the string. Whoa! Drops 9 with his first ball. Steve Renaud takes him on out with the second, and he marks in the 6th box. As does Mr. Morgan. Match him mark for mark here. First box for these guys. 6th box, 2nd string. 23-pin lead for the Morgans over the Renauds. If that is to change, it will change on this ball here. One might suspect it would change, although I would not count anything out. So Steve Renaud with the big hammer in the 7th box. And Mike Morgan with 2 standing and 4 down. Not an easy shot. Not easy to get a mark in the box. He didn't get it. The best he can do is 10 it out, which is exactly what he did. So now Steve Renaud will be working on and looking at a couple of bonus balls to throw off of his strike as Ralph Stewart takes care of some of the debris left by Steve Renaud. This ball struck the pocket so hard. Pin came back forward into the alley. You can still fill that strike with 10. Bang, right on. Each man could. Steve Renaud does. Fills his strike with 10. It's 3 consecutive marks. It's bonus money. Mike Morgan found the pin at the pocket and leaves himself with a tougher shot. Leaves his team in a far more precarious position. So Mike closes out with a 10 in the 8th box. Steve Renaud has already dropped 10, but he gets a bonus ball, and the difference is 11 pins. So we're coming right back down to level par. Bill, it was 6, 7. Steve can mark again. Mike can mark. 4-pin lead for the Morgans. Oh, my heavens, it's going to come back. Will it hit it? No. It's the 9th box, 2nd string. 4 pins separate the 2 teams. That's a big mark there. Chance for Mike Morgan to push what is a 4-pin lead a little further. That's what's left for Steve Renaud. At this point in time, every pin counts. Got it. Okay, so now remember, we go to the 10th box, 2nd string. 4-pin lead through boxes scored for the Morgans. A bonus ball will be the first offering from Mike Morgan. Steve Renaud gets the 10th box going. There's wood there. I'll tell you what, he could use the wood and mark in the frame and get a bonus ball. It's an important ball right here. There she goes. Bill is 5. There's the ball. Got it! Got it the hard way, but he got it. So a 9-pin lead through the boxes scored. Steve Renaud has another ball, and Mike Morgan has what a miraculous finish. What a great finish. Both men marking here. Mike Morgan takes a deep breath, recognizing what he's done. What a remarkable ball. That was a great ball. 275? What a great finish. What a great match. Well-played match between the Renauds and the Morgans. A match won by the Morgans by 11 pins. And the Morgans came within a couple of pins of a total of 275. What a great match. Look at the Renauds at 262 and they lose. We'll be back and talk with both sides in just a minute. Great match. Hope to see you in a minute. Welcome back to Candlepin Doubles. You guys just keep rolling, huh?
I'll tell you, Stevie came at me. I said, oh, geez, he better not throw that double at me here. You know, he made a big run at me. I said, luckily, I hung on and made that 9-drop. Kind of relaxed me a little bit. He just kept coming.
Yeah, it was a great match. You guys bowled 262 and don't win, huh?
Ain't bad. I think it's the highest we've hit on here so far, and we still lost.
Now, tell me who this young fella is.
That's my grandson, first one, Stevie. Harry. Stevie
How old
Harry.
is Stevie?
9 months.
9 months. Stevie Harry. Isn't that nice? Yeah. Stevie Harry. Isn't that nice? I told you this was family hour in the bowling. He's just sitting there so oblivious to it all. Well, you guys bowled very well, and our thanks. And $330 for an effort. It's a great show, Harry. Thanks. Bye, Stevie.
Thank you. Nice pressure shot.
Thank you.
Yeah, really. Yeah, nice pressure shot. Harry says nice pressure shot. Very nice pressure shot.
Oh, they're nice guys, you know. I'm sure they don't want to say that. Well, Tommy made the big run out of the gate, got the pins back. It's a little more relaxing when you have a lead. And Stevie came right back at us, but Tommy did the job.
What is it? Is it rhythm? What is it? I mean, you just get into a groove?
Yeah, you just start feeling good, comfortable. Everything starts working for you. I felt good that 5 boxes, but I haven't felt good the previous week. So it's hard to say. You just get lucky early.
Well, you guys have a good thing going. You've taken on a...
Harry put the ball in the 5 boxes, kept leaving 4 on 1. I mean, that's just how the game goes.
Well, they took on a couple of Bobs and beat them. You took on a couple of Renos and beat them, and next week you get the Zernickes, you know.
Yeah, they don't get any easier.
They don't get, but they all stay in the family. The family hour continues here on Candlepin Doubles. Thanks, guys. $550. They win. They move on. Speaking of moving on, that's what we're going to do. I'm Ed Harding. Thanks for joining us on Candlepin Doubles. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.